Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to another episode of The Ugly Inside. I'm here with Nick, of course. Nick, just seen Southampton finish 1-0 against West Ham. What do you make of the game?
Well, it's a good result, really. I mean, West Ham beat us 5 weeks ago up at Upton Park, and the last two games have been 0-0, and the one before that a draw. So we're long overdue a win. It's a scrappy game, and going down to 10 men didn't help. But sometimes you've got a battle, and it's good to see that Saints have got the team spirit now to have that battle. 4 weeks ago we'd have lost that game, and the battle in the side, the team spirit in the side got us through a tricky period. I mean, losing Wanyama to a woeful tackle was not great, but it upped the tempo. Up to then, everything was lethargic. The crowd was lethargic. The fans were, the team were lethargic, and West Ham was starting to get on top. But when Wanyama was sent off, it raised everyone, and it didn't work for West Ham. West Ham, although they had the extra man, didn't use it. And Andy Carroll come on, even made it a little bit worse, because although they passed it round along the back four and on the midfield, they didn't really damage us, and their main tactic was just slinging it in the box. And I mean, their two best chances were Yoshida, who headed it back to the keeper, and Cedric Soares, who inexplicably headed it across his goal. But great result. Chuffed. Five games unbeaten.
As you mentioned, the red card for Victor Wanyama. It's his third red card, now out for 5 games. How crucial is that for the team going into the next couple of games?
Well, it's not as crucial as it would have been maybe earlier in the season. I mean, we've got players. I mean, Oriel Romu came on and did a great game. Geordie Classy, ran his legs off. We've got James Ward-Prowse to come in. We've got Stephen Davis to come back. We've got players who can step into the breach, and I think from that point of view, you'd never want to lose a player of the quality of Wanyama, but we've got a squad now, and Ronald Koeman will use that squad.
You also mentioned 5 games unbeaten. That's also 5 clean sheets in a row. Fraser Forster hasn't conceded in just over 9 hours. How crucial has he been to Saints' run of form as of late, coming back into the team?
Very crucial. I mean, to be honest, Fraser Forster only had to make one real save today, and that was a great save, a header in the first half. But it's just his overall play. He commands the box. He came out and caught crosses. He makes all the right decisions. And it has been the crucial. Martin Stecklenburg didn't do badly in his time at Saints, but he's not the keeper Fraser is. And, without Fraser Forster, we'd have probably lost that game today.
Speaking of Forster, a lot of people have been mentioning such a good run of form. Could he get an England call-up soon enough? Can you see him any chance of him being in the squad and probably making a few appearances next year or later this year?
I think he'll be in the squad, but obviously Joe Hart is very much in form, and the goalkeeper in charge of the shirt, and Jack Butland's had a brilliant season. But Fraser Forster's back, and Fraser Forster is a different keeper than he was a year ago. He's lost a lot of the bulk he had, and he's a lot leaner. And in football, you talk of the starting yard, and a year ago, Fraser Forster didn't have the starting yard. He didn't come off his line. He wasn't on his toes. Now he's got it, probably because he's a lot leaner and he knows he can make balls. I mean, I fully expect Joe Hart to be the number 1 keeper for England in the summer. I fully expect Jack Butland to be number 2, but I think Forster will be number 3. And I think going forward, just by sheer size and presence these days, that he can force himself and in the next couple of years become number 1.
Thank you very much, Nick. And thank you all for watching, and please feel to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
A bit disappointing, to be honest, considering we were against 10 men for about 35 minutes. We should have really managed to at least create some chances, but I think the strength of Van Dijk really just kept us out, and I think Southampton was just a rock, even without Wanyama.